because a man who expresses their emotions is seen as weak in the public eye, or to females.
Yeah, to certain females, exactly.
Certain females,
exactly.
And it's like, it makes no sense because we all have emotions.
Yeah,
we're all humans.
We're all humans, so
like it makes no sense.
Definitely.
But because of how society constructed it, where it's
social media, all of that,
social media,
it's looked upon a type of way. That's why I definitely wanted to. Alright, man, we back with another Front Row Talk episode, the podcast with expensive opinions. I got another face up here. What's good, my boy? Introduce yourself.
Hey, they call me Ibrahima.
Facts.
Gifted Ibra. I'm an artist.
Yes,
I
sir.
sing, I dance.
Yes, sir. Do it all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Literally, you can see me on Instagram.
Now, facts. I'm gonna leave your Instagram down in the description. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him. All of that. Y'all gonna see all his videos for sure.
Appreciate it.
But I've been trying to. He actually hit me up. He wanted to be on a podcast, so definitely. I was like, for sure, of course.
This is somebody who I went to high school with.
Facts.
It was it's not like we just met, but
we've been to each other and all of that, but
time.
Exactly. So, but I was like, of course, you could get up here. I got a couple questions for him. Y'all know how this goes. Just make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all like it. Y'all share it. All of that.
Comment, and subscribe.
This podcast going up tomorrow, but I got 2 vlogs coming up today. Different channels. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe. All of that.
And Give it up for the consistency.
For sure, I gotta stay consistent. For
sure.
What you gotta do. But let's get straight into it. First of all, it's a great day outside. 81.
What?
81. Like
out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Day room, right?
For sure. I bet you next week it might be like 50 something or something.
Word. It's gonna be break. That's
how it be. But let's get straight to it though.
Of course.
To get into it, I want to ask you, how did the pandemic change you, like mentally, like how it changed you? Because it changed everybody.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Let me take a.
He gotta get straight into it.
So, pandemic changed me. It changed my life in a whole different way.
For sure.
Because it allowed me to have time for myself. Yeah. And really realize what's the problem within me. Like. Before, life was just like on autopilot.
Right.
You go to school, you go to work.
Right, everything was just fast paced.
Yeah, people do that, but they struggle doing that because they try to keep up an image or try to keep up, social standards.
Right.
So when I realized that, it was like, okay, I need to do something for myself or work on myself because all that energy that I was giving out to people, I wasn't really getting back.
Okay.
So it kind of just like all that time to myself kind of made me work on myself and bring out the best part of myself.
I respect that. Now,
how about you though? That's
I had talked about it on the last podcast, but basically, I felt like it was a time where I was just thinking a lot. Everybody was in the crib for most of the time.
Yeah.
I was just thinking a lot. I went through certain situations, but it was more positive because like. Even though at that time I was going through what I was going through, it made me who I am today.
There we go.
So basically, like the whole podcast idea and all that, and just mad like brainstorming in a sense.
Yeah.
And then everything just got to and then it came to life, and now we're here with it. So
definitely, that's amazing, bro.
For sure.
That's how it should be.
Definitely. So basically, it was a positive experience.
Yeah.
For both of us,
for
you
both
could say.
All
right,
definitely.
So that's valid. So. To move on from there, so what's your thoughts like on like mental health?
Okay.
And like, my question to you is, how you think mental health is treated like nowadays? Like, do you think like is enough attention given to it or what? Like, what you think? What you think?
Mental health is a topic that I really like to talk about because a lot of young people. I'm only 17. I'm turning 18.
Right.
But a lot of young people in high school that I'm a senior, so it's like I see most of it nowadays is mental issues is a real thing. Like a lot of people really go through it, and it's simple things as stressing or toxicity.
It's a lot of things.
That's a lot of things, and I feel like it's changed the way people see it today because now there's 2 different types of people. Like there's people who. If they're mentally stable, you know that they've been through a lot and that they took the time to work on themselves.
Right.
And you have the other types that they've been through a lot, but they use those circumstances as victim mentality.
No, okay. So it's just those who've been through it, the cause and effect is different in a sense.
In a sense, it depends on how the person chooses to see it. Because a person could choose to see it where they go through experiences and they take that and they grow from it. They want to use that experience to learn from it. But then there's other people who feel like outside circumstances is just happening to them, and it keeps them stuck in a place where it's like, oh, this is just happening to me, this is that, and they start to move like that, and then they wonder why they attracting the same thing that they did before, you know?
I see what you mean. So it's kind of like, it got to do with like law of attraction in a sense.
Definitely. 9 times out of 10, because when you really think about it, your mind do create what you...
For sure.
Your reality.
Yeah, definitely.
Your thoughts create your reality. So when people are constantly like...
thinking in some type of way, that may be the result into what comes into their life.
Exactly.
So to get more in depth of like mental health, do you feel like guys' mental health is like looked upon, like people look over it in a sense, just because we're guys and we supposed to, you know, like, what I'm trying to say?
Especially not even just the mental health. I feel like what's more important is the emotional health. Because people think mental health is just one thing. It's not.
Nah, it could open up to a lot of
It's your whole identity. So your emotional health that's really what's been frowned upon as men, because a man who expresses their emotions is seen as weak in the public eye, or to females.
Yeah, to certain females, exactly.
To certain females, and it's like, it makes no sense because we all have emotions.
Yeah,
we're all humans.
We're all humans, so
like, it makes no sense.
Definitely.
But because of, you know, how society constructed it, where it's
social media, all of that,
social media,
it's looked upon a type of way. That's why I definitely wanted to ask you that question, because I feel the same way towards it. Like, I feel like, you know, just because we guys, we gotta hold some type of like, you know what I'm trying to say. And like, there is guys out there that are victims. I feel like we all kind of victims to it, because life brings up like certain paths that we feel emotional about certain stuff. But some guys decide to like hold them feelings, and some guys decide to show it. It depends on what type of person you are.
Most guys, they close themselves off. They close themselves off, and then they just do whatever. And then it's
that leads into that mental health, because you're building all of that up.
And there we go.
So it all connects. Definitely
it builds up.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's with me, I've always been somebody who, no matter what, I would express my emotions.
For sure.
Like, I could cry.
And it's not a lot of people who do that. Like,
exactly.
It's some type of strength that comes in behind that, because to somebody, he's crying, but like, it takes somebody like, you know what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Like, a person who goes through a lot and is embarrassed to show their emotions.
For sure.
That's somebody who holds that in, because, you know, but if you're not afraid to let it out, that's more of you releasing it and you continuing to keep going on. And there's nothing wrong with that, but since people make it feel like it's wrong,
it's just the way shit is portrayed in a sense.
You know? Definitely. But I feel like everybody gotta do what's best for them.
Just deal with it. It's most of the time it depends what the situation is.
Definitely.
So,
definitely. What situations do you feel like you learn the most from? Like, is it friendships? Is it relationships in your life?
It could be both.
Is it situations?
I feel like everything. Okay. Some hit harder than others, and some are more like eye openers than others.
I agree.
But they all conclude into like the same, like, you growing as a person, or you learning about yourself.
There you go.
So I can't really put one over the other, even though, like I said, some hit harder than others. It's just, at the end of the day, you gonna grow and you gonna change from.
Exactly.
The situation could be like such a little thing, but you gonna see something bigger out of it. It's the the principle of it and shit like that. So
definitely agree.
Yeah. I bet. So, you know, you made it clear that, you know, you dance and stuff like that. So, do you, like, how can I, like, what made you, like, what made you get into, like, the dancing and all of that?
I was waiting for this question.
Yeah.
So, I started dancing since I was young. Like, you know, I was in high school trying to be damn near Chris Brown, like, on my little breezy stuff.
Facts.
Everybody used to call me breezy and stuff. I've been dancing since I was young, but what made me kind of like take it more serious was the fact that in high school, you know, I tried to take it serious the first few times, and people would like kind of try to downplay it,
right?
Like as if dancing wasn't something cool or anything.
Right,
but to me, it felt like
it's what you like.
Exactly. It was me expressing myself the best way I can because it was the best thing it was the best. I'm good at dancing.
Exactly.
So dancing, expressing myself, all of that artistic stuff, that's my field. And in 2020 when Corona hit, we was stuck inside the house, and that made me kind of like doing nothing made me feel depressed, or in a way depressed. I'm gonna say depressed because it didn't give me any motivation to do anything else. And so it just kind of felt like I was wasting my life.
Got it.
And then I just, I was like, you know what? I had the idea to get on my spiritual self and really learn about myself.
And change.
And I started recording videos. And I just kept going. And then I had like 2-3 videos that blew up. And then in high school, I started seeing the difference more because like everyone around me started to see what I was really doing and the things that I was making happen.
It's crazy because like I feel like you made other people be comfortable in themselves in that type of way. So and it's like it took you to have other people be like, yo, because it's like, it's other people who are shy in a sense and like have same talents and stuff like that. And that's why I wanted to ask you, like, how do you feel, like, what's your thoughts on talents? Like, do you feel like everybody's talented, or do you feel like it had, like, do you feel like everybody's talented, or people pick up talents from others that they see?
I feel like people, they find their talents.
Got it.
Because there's not one thing in this world a person can't do.
Okay.
Like once you
respectfully,
once you study and really decide to do what you want to do and put the time in, you can always do it. I feel like people, like my main goal was always to be myself as much as I can.
Got it.
And no matter how that may seem, even if it's in a vulnerable moment or a scary moment, it would kind of bring another person to look at me and kind of like, yo, I could be myself.
Right.
I could be myself. What do I like?
Right. Just because they saw you do it.
Exactly.
Got it.
And it's like I'm so open with it and I'm confident with it because it's like this is something that I want to do. I always inspire other people to do what they want to do because if you're overall doing what you want to do, you're going to be happy in life.
For sure. Definitely. That's the goal in a sense. When it comes to just do what you're happy doing. Like, basically.
Be fulfilled with what you're doing.
Exactly.
And it won't even feel like a job.
Nah, at all.
It won't even feel like a job.
Because you're having fun with it. Exactly.
There you go.
So basically, you feel like it's a mix of both. Like, certain people, it takes certain people to do something so others could like chip in or like, find their talents. But it also, you just, like, you as a person could come across anything and that'll help you find your talent.
And I feel like trying different things. Like, not being afraid to let life take you where it takes you.
Right.
Like, for example, a main one that a lot of people kind of struggle with is college.
Yeah, for sure.
People don't have to go to. You don't have to go to college to be successful at all.
That's crazy because I was talking about that in the last episode. But yeah, you can keep going. Definitely, that's a fact though. It's a fact.
Like a lot of people are scared because they don't know what they're gonna do if they're gonna go to college.
Or they'll be judged in some type of way.
Exactly, but you don't have to go to college. Like you could take that time to work and put that money towards investments
on yourself
or something else. Do, so there's always a way. There's always an alternative, but you just have to be willing to look for it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's hard to do it though because once you start that path, there's boundaries and there's trials and challenges that come your way to see if you really want it.
Exactly. It's just life testing you in a type of way if you really meant for that or not. So and
each of those lessons that you get tested on, there's something that you learn from them each time that's supposed to bring you to where you want to go.
Exactly. Yeah, that is true. Like, it's just you just got to be ready and aware that that's gonna come along the way.
Exactly.
So, alright. So basically, we live in New York. Like, we know how New York get down. So I feel like. What you think is the support system in New York? Like for example, like let me break it down so like the viewers can also understand. So like, for example, ATL, right? They all support each other. Like when it comes to rappers, like everybody just come as one. That's why they. So I personally feel like there's support here, but it's also like some type of hatred in a sense, just because like I'm talking about where we from. Yeah. Like. I feel like if everybody come together to support each other, like we will be like, you know, even bigger than what we are in a sense. So my question to you is like, what's your thoughts on like, how do you think like support works from like from where we're at? Like from what you know and from probably what you experienced and stuff like that. So what you think? How you think that
in
like,
this
that is?
city in New York, I watched support change.
Right.
I watched it change in terms of in a negative way.
Okay.
Because it was more of we started off positive. Well, in my areas growing up, it wasn't always positive because you know there was always people doubting you, but there wasn't more of the community being on tense. Like it feels like when you walk outside today in New York, people are tense.
Yeah,
they're scared. They don't know what they're watching everything.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes you feel the in projection, you know. But
just like the energy around it.
Yeah, the energy has changed, and I really feel like a big part of that is what we support, what people decide to support, like drill music and the different types of you know, because you know you have this group rapping about this type of group, so they're not gonna want to link up or talk to each other. So that's what kind of like it kind of influenced other people, and I feel like you know, in a way, like Lil Durk brought attention to a lot of this, cause
why is that?
Because he's from Chicago, right?
Right.
And he's like Dame.
Yeah,
like,
of course, exactly.
You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
So he brought all that attention with putting his ops in his songs. He brought all of that to the mainstream media, and he's been doing it for years, but it's now that since it really blown up, New York kind of piggybacked off that wave, and everybody got their little groups where.
Okay, I got it.
And Chicago and New York is kind of like they kind of imitating, copying each other in a way, but to go back to like overall the meaning, like the support system is kind of like. You have to individually support yourself,
right? Because
nobody out here is gonna do it for you.
Facts, that is true.
And when you do that, you will find those people who will support you.
Yeah, because it becomes cool. Like like once you support yourself, then like of course you know when he I'm pretty sure when he supports himself, it's like him and his group of people.
Yes.
So it's like once they start picking up on the support that they got on you, then somebody else gonna be like, oh wait, hold on. Then somebody it's like a domino effect.
There we go. Exactly.
So it's like it's definitely something that it's like like I said, domino effect. Like when somebody sees that it's cool to do that, they gonna go and do it. And it's just like that. So yeah. You can keep going.
I feel like it could take one person.
Yeah.
To kind of like, okay, we don't gotta be acting like this.
Yeah,
I see you doing.
I see what you mean.
You doing your thing. Keep doing your thing, bro. Yeah. And somebody who a lot of people see them, they're gonna be like, oh, he supports him. Okay, maybe his thing is cool. Maybe his, you know, and it could change the whole dynamic. It takes one person.
Definitely. You know, that's a fact. All right, so just piggybacking over what we were just saying, like you know the whole domino effect. So are you aware with the butterfly effect, right?
Yeah.
So basically, to explain to those who don't know what it is, it's just like a series like a small actions, like something small as like picking up your phone or like you know opening the door, just something small. Like do you believe like a small action can affect something big like later on in life, like minutes, hours, years? Like so do you think the butterfly effect is real?
100%.
Okay, and why?
Because do you believe success is created of a series of small wins?
Could be.
Okay, so when it comes to your everyday life, right? You look at the little things that you do. If the first thing you do is wake up, go on your phone, open Instagram, and start looking through social media, start clicking on people's stories, you're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff that you might not like, it's gonna get you mixed emotions, right?
I know where you're going.
You wake up, you walk out that day, you probably in a bad mood already because you seen something that you don't like, or you seen something crazy that happened on the news the night before. So that's one small thing that affected your whole day.
And that might affect your week, and then yeah. So he explained it. He basically explained it. The and I feel like we all been through that.
Definitely.
And it's something that we can't avoid.
We can't avoid because it's something that we do that we think it's so simple.
Yeah, but
it's really a big effect. That's the main thing with society today. Like the little things that we do creates habits, and those habits are what create us.
Definitely, yeah.
So those little things,
it definitely plays a part into like our persona and stuff like that, and how we are as like with our personal traits or like. So it definitely does that, and I feel like the butterfly effect is very real. Like me speaking on my behalf, just because it's like anything small that you do could like affect something, like you said, like going on your phone or like texting somebody or calling somebody, then you mad that they didn't pick up, now you in a bad mood,
there you go,
then you walk outside and you treating your man's like you mad at, like you giving your man's an attitude because you had a situation, and then he pick up from that, so it's just like a domino effect. So it's definitely like it's something that is evolving, because it's like it could be just like how we talking negative, it could be positive too though. You know, just
I feel like when it comes to the domino effect and the butterfly effect that you were saying, it's more about, you know what creates that effect? Vibrations.
Like energy and stuff like that.
Energy.
Got it.
However you're feeling, however you're thinking, it's what other people read. Yeah. And people don't know that they do it, but we're all energy, so it's like it goes unnoticed. But if you really think about it, if a person is in a bad mood, just like you said, to bring up that example, and his girl didn't text him back or something, and he goes outside and starts talking to his man some type of way, his man's gonna take that. The first word that come out his mouth is, he gonna like, what? Like, because he's gonna feel that energy. Like, he's gonna feel that you're not already there. Yeah. And how he reacts to that is gonna be... It
could definitely, like, you know, or
it could create the domino effect in him too.
Exactly. So definitely, I definitely agree with that.
It kind of like mirrors. And so if you was to have a positive habit, like wake up, be grateful, start being thankful for everything, for even just being alive. You walk outside, talk to somebody, you be smiling, hey, how you doing? They gonna reciprocate that energy. Yeah,
and so on.
Read it. Yeah, so people read it. It's more about how you portray your thoughts. And people don't really look at that, because they look at the outside and they think, oh, everything is happening to them. But the reason why is because of them.
Got it. I mean, damn, that's really tough. That's tough.
You reflect what's on the inside.
I definitely agree with that. So to go back to talents, like to wrap it up in a sense. So, you know, you appreciate talent. You appreciate like that. So my question to you is like, who is your top 5 most talented like people in the industry? I know Chris Brown is one. I know Chris Brown is one for you.
Tough.
Who else?
I say Drake.
Okay,
he's really versatile. Really versatile. I give it to J. Cole.
Okay.
J. Cole is up there. Top 5. I give it to Fabulous.
Got it.
He's really stylish, and he do what he do.
Yeah, for sure.
And the last one I will give it to is Dirk.
Dirk?
Yeah.
Why Dirk?
Because despite his influence, he did a really good job with putting his story in his songs.
Oh, okay. And like storytelling and all that.
Exactly.
So he made it because there's a lot of people who storytell now in a sense.
He put his stories into songs, inspiring so many people. You know,
I feel it.
Because his rapping is based off the things that he used to do.
Yeah, now what he does now is
exactly.
The way he just manipulates, and like he could just tell you something and get you to believe in it or singing along.
Exactly.
So it's that's definitely a talent. So just to wrap it up, my question to you is just like, so like, where do you see yourself going with like the whole, you know, dancing and, you know, your talents yourself? Like
my talents, I see myself really, really soon becoming a successful artist.
Definitely. Respectfully. Yo, y'all seen it here first. So
yeah,
whenever it happens, just come back to this.
Yo, I promise you, this is going to come up like in a couple of years, like on some... I remember being on a podcast saying this. Like,
for sure.
It's something I've always been wanting to do, bro. And I've been saying this since you met me.
Nah, for sure. That's definitely
I've been saying this like since forever. So
always had the same energy when it came to that. For sure.
So I'ma always transpire. I see myself building with the people that I see they're building too.
Okay.
So with
just putting yourself around people who's also working on themselves.
There we go.
Got it.
And not only that, elevating the people that around me who's trying to do better for themselves.
Okay. I respect it. That's a fact.
Facts.
It's just, and to be honest, you really don't see that in much people. Like,
you don't.
So it's just, and you one of those people who I really appreciate that though.
I appreciate you.
That too, has that energy and that the right outlook on things.
Yeah,
so I respect that though. But we're gonna wrap it up here. You got anything else to say?
I just want everybody, because I know the time might be getting crazy right now, like in New York and just everywhere, in the world.
For sure.
So just protect yourselves. Worry about your energy and
definitely
try to build a brand. Try to build something for yourself. Take time for yourself.
Facts.
Like meditation. Do what you gotta do. Just get your own mental clarity, because you want to save yourself from all of this stuff, not exhaust yourself more.
That's tough. Yeah, y'all take that however y'all want to take that, but I definitely understood what he was trying to say.
There you go.
But I mean, y'all got my boy himself. I'm gonna leave his Instagram down in the description. Y'all make sure y'all go and y'all follow him. Y'all like his videos, share that, all of that.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe too.
Sure.
Turn on post notifications.
Like I said,
it's about to get heavy.
This is it's Thursday. This is going up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I got 2 vlogs going up today, so y'all already know. Make sure y'all tune in. I'm gonna leave the description of the vlog channel under this episode.
Yes,
so
sir.
Y'all just make sure y'all do all of that, and it's your boy Salsita, and I'm out.